Yeah. Well, I guess let's start off with the obvious. We had a fire accident. And before I go into what happened, I guess I'll just go over what happened on the day of the accident. I was trying to get the car loaded up to go get some work done, and I called over a few friends and asked if they can help me push the car because where the car sits where I live, I needed to maneuver it a little bit and I couldn't do it by myself. So they came to help me push it out, and as we're pushing it out, we notice a wet spot on the floor and we go to look at it, and by the time that we turn around to look back at the car, we just see a big fireball underneath the hood just go whoosh, like that. I can still remember the sound that it made. So I go to find a fire extinguisher in my garage, and my girlfriend Patricia, she goes to my truck because she knows that I have one in my truck, and she goes to get that one, and by the time I get the first fire extinguisher out, I'm going on the left side and it puts out the flame there, and then I go over to the right side and put out the flame on the right side. But once that right side is extinguished, the left side comes back, and at that point I kind of knew that the car was a goner. And so Patricia came back with another fire extinguisher, and but by then the flame had gotten pretty big. So where I live, there are some homes above where the car was being lit. So I pushed the car back out to kind of like the open of the middle of the driveway, so it wouldn't be underneath the homes. I'll show you guys the video. I didn't notice until I watched it that I was like inside the fireball. And for some reason, we were trying to get the hood open, and we kept pulling on the latch underneath, under the steering wheel, and it was already released. But for some reason, the hood did not want to go up. And I was like, come on, universe, like, you're gonna do this to me now? I was really upset that the hood just did not want to pop up. This was like when the fire was kind of tame because more extinguishers started coming in. My mom went to go get her extinguisher from the kitchen, and a couple neighbors brought out their extinguishers. There were certain times when extinguishers would help bring the flame really low. When the flame got low is when I was planning to, open it up and really get to it, because it looked like the fire was like somewhere in the back. I don't know, like it just would not want to extinguish. A neighbor came and he brought out a garden hose, a water hose, and that honestly helped out a lot. I think half the car would have been gone if it weren't for that hose. By the time that the flame started kind of going down a little bit, it had been, I don't even know how long it was. If I had to guess, it felt both very short, very fast, and very long. But I'd have to go over the videos and see the total time that it was on fire. but I'm kind of guessing it was anywhere between like 4 to 7 minutes. I know that's like a very like vague like time, but that's the only time that I can guess from memory. But what caused the fire? Honestly, guys, I don't know. The car hasn't ran in like a year. The fuel system hasn't even been touched on this car. It has no battery also because it's been sitting for so long that I'm like, oh, I don't need a battery in this car right now. So I have it in my other car. We were doing a lot of guessing as to what it could have been that started the fire, but I'm drawing a blank. And honestly, at this point, I kind of don't care. I was just happy that my friends were okay, number one. As you get older, you really understand what the saying means. Like, it's just a car, it's just materialistic things. They can be replaced, but people, they can't. So I was just happy that they were all right. No one really got hurt. I burned my finger a little bit and some hairs on my arm and a little scratch on my arm. But other than that, no, as crazy as the night was, no one was hurt. No other vehicles or buildings were damaged. So I'm really glad that it was just this thing that took everything. And I'm very thankful to my friends for acting quick and jumping into action. And I'm also very thankful to my neighbors who all came out and did their best to help put the fire out. And I'm thankful for the fire department that got it put out completely once they arrived. Since the latch did not want to open up, to really finish extinguishing like whatever was still maybe hot. The flame was out by then by the time they came, but they really needed to make sure that it was completely out. The hood still did not want to go up, so they had to bend the hood. Man, I know it was already on fire, but it really hurt me to see the hood get bent up so they can get access, or like so they could pry it open, because it's a Mark II hood. I don't think I can find another OEM hood like in the States, or at least it won't be easy. So that kind of sucked. Everything sucked, but yeah, I don't know, just seeing all that, just seeing the hood get bent and destroyed like that was probably like the worst of it all. I know it's silly to say after the car was just engulfed in flames. But yeah, that's kind of it really. No other crazy cool story to go with it. It just caught fire, and we did our best not to panic and tried our best to extinguish it, and it didn't happen. Yeah, it does suck because I still had a lot to do with this car. There was still a lot of work that needed to be done. There's still a lot of road trips that needed to be taken in it. I bought this as like my backup drift car and also my weekend car where I can just turn the key and go and be comfortable, have AC, radio. And for the first year that I had this car, that's what I did. I didn't touch it because for like a whole year because the car worked and I just loved driving it. I'm very thankful for the memories that it gave me. I know it was very short-lived and we didn't get to do everything that we wanted to do. It is just a car. There are plenty others. Just my journey with this one has come to an end. I'm honestly just more grateful for the times that I've had with it, the friends that I've made, and the journeys that it's taken me on. I know it sounds really cheesy, but this car meant a lot to me. It was my dream car. My first time going to Japan, I think, was in 2015, and that was when I realized that I wanted a Mark II. And because one of my friends had one, but he had a GX71. Looked more into that car, and then I found out that they make newer generations of it. So since 2015, the JZX81 has been my dream car. But I guess the question some people may ask is, what's next? Honestly, guys, I don't know. I have talked to my insurance, and we're waiting on some stuff, and we're gonna see. That's all I could say. I know I didn't get to drive it with the S13 suspension, and I know some of you guys have been waiting to see what the results and the feedback was for that, but I don't think that's gonna be happening anymore. But yeah, if this wasn't as exciting as you thought it was gonna be, oops, too bad. It was just a freak accident, and yeah, fires are pretty scary. Fires are no joke. I'm sure you guys know that. But yeah, thank you guys for sticking around and hearing my story. I don't know how I'm gonna recuperate from this. I honestly thought about maybe like selling some stickers or making some shirts to kind of like help fund either this or whatever's next. I don't know yet, to be honest. Everything just happened as of recently. Everything's just still up in the air, but whatever may be next, I'm happy I have my health. My friends are all right, and to me, that's more important. And time heals all wounds. And guess what? There will be other cars in the future. I don't know if it's going to be soon or way down the road, but that's a problem for future me. So thank you guys again for watching, and see you guys on the next one. And before you vultures start to ask, do you still have this? Do you still have that? Brother, there's nothing left. The grill, the headlights, everything in the front got melted off. Windshield is cracked. All the wiring is toast. Even the strut towers got a little bit warped. Thanks for everything.